We start tonight with the role Latino voters will play in helping decide who advances in California's race for governor. Good evening, I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Chiquetta. We're just 4 days away from primary election day, and voters will head to the polls to decide which two gubernatorial candidates will advance to the November ballot. News 8's Esmeralda Perez wanted to know what kind of role will California's Latino population play in the race.
Esmeralda joins us now live in studio with more. Esmeralda?
Well, that's right, Carlo. Marcela, Latinos make up about 40% of California's population. That makes their priorities and whether they show up Tuesday a major factor in who earns a spot on the November ballot.
California is unique in that we have a significant Latino population, and particularly the gubernatorial candidates are out courting them in full force, trying to outdo each other, in fact, making sure they get out to vote in the primary instead of waiting for the general.
On Tuesday, voters in our state will decide which two gubernatorial candidates advance to November. According to the Pew Research Center, Latinos are among the fastest growing racial and ethnic groups in the United States. I spoke with Victoria Gonzalez Rivera, professor and chair of the Chicana and Chicano Studies Department at San Diego State. I asked what that means for this race.
25% of all voters are Latinos and Latinas, and so we are going to play a huge role on Tuesday.
According to Gonzalez Rivera, three key issues are top of mind for Latino voters: the economy, which includes the cost of living, also conflicts in the Middle East, and immigration.
The war in Iran is causing a great deal of consternation among Latino voters. And the third, which is not necessarily in this order, has to do with immigration.
Victoria points out that the Latino community does not vote as a bloc, which she says helps explain why support is split among top candidates: Javier Becerra, Steve Hilton, and Tom Steyer. She adds that about 30% of Latino voters remain undecided.
Oftentimes, people think that it's easy to generalize about our population, and then they're sometimes surprised by some of the results. But but just learning a little bit more about our communities and our histories can help explain many of the decisions that Latino voters make, and also the issues that matter to us and the issues that we care about.
And a recent Berkeley Institute of Governmental Studies poll of more than 5,000 likely voters shows Becerra leading at 25%, Hilton at 21%, and Steyer at 19%. Join us Tuesday night after the polls close for complete primary coverage on air, online, and on the CBS 8 News app. Back to you.
Thanks, Esmeralda.